It's a new year, but not much has changed at the top of 6A girls basketball here in Texas. Last season ended in another state championship for the Pantherettes of Duncanville. This season, they're ranked #1 as 2018 gets underway, and tonight we have part of the team in the Great American Cookie studio along with head coach Kathy Self-Morgan. Ladies, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, let me start with you, and the beat goes on, I guess. Tell me what this year's bunch is like and why you think they might have some championship DNA as well.
Because they work hard, they believe in themselves, and they've got expectations, and those expectations are very high, and they work hard, strive hard to reach them.
Yeah, a lot of that hard work has been paying off, too. Let's meet some of the Pantherettes who are in studio with us tonight. Off with Zay Green. She's a senior guard. She signed with Tennessee already. Zay, let's talk about the legacy that goes along with Pantherette basketball and how now that you're a senior, you go about trying to uphold that legacy.
We're just building on the legacy, keeping #1 in district, and we just can't forget that everybody's watching, so we just got to uphold the tradition.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone is watching. And let's talk a little bit about maybe what you learned from some of the seniors who came before you and what they taught you and what you try and teach to some of the underclassmen now. How does that work?
Like playing with Sierra Johnson and Nina Alvarez, they taught us how to be leaders on and off the court and push each other hard so to where we just won't give up.
Yeah, no, you guys certainly, there's no give up in the way you guys play. You don't get a couple of state championships in a row playing like that. Let's meet Chris Marsh. She's a senior post player. She's going to be headed to Howard University. And let's talk about this year's motto. But before we do that, I happen to remember last year's motto. It was Wasabi. Wasabi took you guys all the way to the state championship last year. So tell me about Wasabi, and then what's the new one for this season?
Well, Wasabi last year is like when you see Wasabi, it's green and it's unassuming. You don't think it's spicy. So when you eat it, it's really spicy. It's like a burst of flavor. So that's what we were last year. We were really stacked, and everybody brought it, and we were ready to win.
Yeah, you certainly were. Yeah, a burst of talent and a burst of a championship type season. So what about this year? What's the new one?
This year our motto is iron sharpens iron, which basically means like all of us are really pushing each other to get better in practice every single day. Our coaches are pushing us, and we're all just ready to get it.
Yeah, we see that you're ready. 26-1. That's pretty ready out of the gate, and we're sure you guys will make another prolonged stay in the postseason. Let's meet Anaya Thomas up next. She is a senior guard. Anaya, I want you to tell me about, and again, this kind of goes back to the tradition. In terms of motivation to uphold that tradition, how does your family and how do the fans of Duncanville factor in to you guys upholding that tradition?
We just try to come up there and play for them. We love big crowds and having all the old Pantherettes come, and we just like to just show out for them and our families so they can all come to the game and we get an even bigger crowd and have more support.
How interesting has it been? Because I know that there are some long-time Duncanville fans who've been coming to see your program for years. Was that surprising when you started in the program?
Yes, because I wasn't expecting it. Like other schools don't have that, and we are like the only school that really all the old Pantherettes come. Like they take the time of the day to come and speak to us and do all that.
Yeah, it's great stuff. That's how you keep the tradition going. It's very important in the community as well, as we all know. Next up is Lamoya Lott. She's a senior guard. And Lamoya, when we talk about you guys, trying to keep this tradition going, we got to get back on the court. How do you guys handle that day-to-day grind that it takes to produce the greatness that we've seen from Pantherette basketball?
We take it by day and prepare for the next game. Don't overlook a game. Just get prepared for the next game.
Is it difficult? Because I suspect that in some sense you have to forget the big picture and forget the fact that you guys have won back-to-back championships and know that that's the goal. Is that difficult to do, to kind of push off that long-term goal to try and get it done day after day, week after week?
Yes, it's not granted that we're going to win another state championship. We got to take it game by game and focus on what we need to focus on.
No, you make a good point. It's not granted, and understanding that you're not entitled to that, yeah, I'm sure that makes you guys work that much harder. Let's end with Coach. And Kathy, when you think about this year's group and what they need to do to try and get back to that level, what buttons do you need to push and how they done?
again, as the girls have stated, taking it one at a time, one day at a time, one game at a time. Don't overlook the game on Tuesday night. Looking forward to Friday night. Let's make sure we take care of Tuesday. But aren't these girls beautiful and eloquent?
They absolutely are, Coach. And it's not just that. It's the way you guys go about your business. It's the way you guys. It's the way you've helped prepare these young ladies to go on to that next step. The fact that you've gotten all these young ladies prepared to go to college. It's great stuff. You know we love your program, and certainly we love you guys being on the show. And so thank you so much, and good luck with the rest of the season.